Hi, I'm Angela, and this is the Daily Love and Togetherness videos. So today's topic is She's Not Into It. And if you looked at the video on He's Not Into It, we looked at different hormonal situations that might be happening for men and women these days where they're not so sexually focused in their hormones. The hormones are lower. Women have a different hormonal cycle. So what I find fascinating is that a lot of women have interrupted hormonal cycle. When a woman's cycle is interrupted, an interesting thing happens to her brain. She switches off. And she's able to switch off because of modern life. Modern life is wanting us and off. On, and off. When modern society chooses, not so much when you choose. Often a woman can get into this rat race kind of feeling of having to be available because of work or children and the cycle of having to be there for children and work, or just having to be in the speed of modern life, which if you get into that rhythm will want you available 24 hours a day because the internet is making that availability possible. So what happens when a woman's not into it is very interesting because it's connected to many factors, especially in modern life. That time and demand of our time makes a woman feel like she can't just be in the flow and she's got to be on and off. And then also there is that common idea that a woman's not into it because she's not really into sex, which happens to be one of the most strangest myths that can be available out there. The many reasons why a woman may not be into it are very much influenced by her upbringing, by her culture's conditioning, and by her experiences in intimacy. So a woman's not into it. There are many factors because of her brain and her emotional brain. If you've read any of the neuroscience on the emotional brain, a woman's erotic world can be very much interfered with by many factors going around the brain and the two hemispheres communicating back and forth. So that can, in the middle of the intimate act, make a woman's physical and sexual interest shut down, and also connect to memories of other experiences, other fears, other judgments they may carry around intimacy or around being sexual, because they are two different things. So for a woman, then there's a lot of factors that can influence. So when she's not into it, I think there's a different way to look at how can a woman start to explore those factors, rather than saying every woman has a certain way of being cultured or conditioned because society says women aren't meant to be sexual, because that's simply not true. And it's not a true reality for a lot of women. Some women are conditioned that their bodies are ugly or they feel that way inside of themselves, so they may shut down that part of them. But naturally, in your body, that feeling of interest and stimulation is there. So you really do have that there. It's actually watching what might be the conditions that have shut down that aspect of you. And that's what I find fascinating, is to learn in your path of desire as a woman, if you're not into it, if you're not feeling stimulated, if you're not feeling like dating or putting yourself out there, what are the things that you've taken on that aren't actually in your natural heart-based way of living? Some of the things you've taken on around sexual intimacy may be from major experiences in your life, and those things are really key events to witness and watch. For me, intimacy is actually understanding those key events in your life that may be triggered a way for your body to shut down. And that's why I work with women, because I love seeing those key situations that formulated that story of love around your body, or the lack of love around your body, which is still part of your love story. And when you look at that, at those key events, and start to untangle maybe judgments or fears that have shut you down in terms of intimacy, in terms of opening up to trusting someone, or in terms of physically offering your body or your heart to someone, then we can really start to see what is it that specifically in your love story you came to learn, what you came to master in a way. Because if you are able to see those specific events, even if they're traumatic, and actually see, well, that's not something that defines me, you actually begin to explore how love can grow you, how you can expand your very being. And it's a very beautiful thing to watch when I work with clients, how their actual being expands because they've seen those situations in life that perhaps created a way that they shut down, and they open up to a different way of being once they release those feelings. So if you wish to transform your love life, you can book a session with me on the link below and possibly join the group program. And if you wish to stay connected, you can always keep abreast with the daily love and togetherness videos.